Robert L. Carver II, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. You see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go. Back to you. What's the next story you got for me tonight?
Okay, so I don't know. Listen, are we doing the pastor?
Yeah, the Reverend.
Listen, I don't know if I listen. I may curse a little bit on this one because I don't know what happens to someone in the church, huh? Mm-hmm. What happens to somebody in the church? Okay, scratch all that. I'm going to just go ahead and do the story because me asking questions ain't going to get nothing accomplished. Anyway, we have a story. Pastor accused of making girl perform oral sex at 7 years old, having his baby at 16. I'm going to read that one more time. A pastor is accused of making a girl perform oral sex at 7 years old and having his baby at 16. What exactly do we do with this? Robert L. Carter is accused of sexually assaulting a young girl.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? Wasn't it close? I saw it too.
Okay.
You all right?
How about to say the devil is a lie? I was about to call ABC Houston right now and say, what?
You all right?
I'm all right.
Okay. Court documents show 39-year-old Robert L. Carter, a Houston-based pastor, is in jail for allegedly sexually assaulting a family member hundreds of times over a decade and impregnating her. The sexual abuse started when the child was 7 years old. According to the documents, Carter is accused of performing sexual acts with the child and making her perform oral sex on him. Carter is also accused of trying to bribe the child with candy for these sexual acts, which she says she refused. She don't want that nasty, The court documents allege that Carter would force himself on the young girl while other family members were sleeping. The abuse went on for years. According to the documents, the victim estimates that she was sexually assaulted by Carter hundreds of times, becoming an almost daily occurrence. The victim said when she turned 12, Carter started to rape her. She told investigators that Carter would stop at HEB, that's a chain of grocery stores out in Texas, on the way to school and sexually saw her in the back parking lot. Investigators said in the court documents that the victim told them Carter would take her to a church he worked at in Sunnyside to rape her. Oh my God. When the girl turned 16, she reportedly had Carter's baby. She told investigators he dropped the newborn off at a nearby fire station. Oh my gosh. Carter is held on a $100,000 bond in the Harris County Jail. Aside from that name being so close to yours, being a pastor, I'm going to let folks know this is not my cousin sitting right here, folks. This is a nasty, low-down scoundrel, horrible rapist in Texas, Houston, Texas, that started with this child at 7 years old. Now, that she can remember. Probably started earlier than that.
But look what it said. It said, while the family members were sleeping, ain't that much sleep
in the world.
In this world.
Never that. Never in the
You might have got away with it one night. But every time you go to tipping, who else was in the house?
That's what I want to know. Who else was in the house? And who wasn't? Who?
Let me do my little research here, because I need to find out who this Robert.
Who was he to her? That's what I need to know.
Yeah. Because she, because if it was blood relative, that means there was incest, which means that's why
it was a blood relative. I'm sure. Well,
it's a family member.
But look at here. They dropped the baby off at the fire department, the fire station. You know what? That is a blessing from God when they came up with that idea to be able to use fire departments as safe havens. That, I don't know who came up with that, but that was a blessing from God.
Look at this. I'm reading here from the Beaumont paper, Beaumont, Texas. It says here over 600 times. There ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Whoa, back that thing up. She what?
This Beaumont Times says, the Beaumont newspaper says that 40-year-old Robert L. Carter over 600 times between age 7 and 16. 600 times. There ain't no way. There ain't no way nobody didn't know about this.
Somebody knew something. Somebody knew something. Somebody detected something. Somebody saw a look. Somebody saw something. You can miss me with the BS. Somebody saw something. They just don't want.
Was his stepdaughter? Because it said the victim told the police the assault happened where family members were sleeping. See right there? And sometimes in a vehicle on the way to school. Where mama not taking her to school? Oh my God, 600 times.
You know, a lot of, and I hate to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I can, because I'm a Black woman and I can do what I want to do. But I know a lot of times these young Black women that have these kids, they entrust their kids to these boyfriends. You know, they got one boyfriend one week and another the next. But they entrust their kid. Just drop him off at school, pick him up at soccer, or I'm gonna be at home. No, you go and get your own kids, and that's how this stuff is happening.
Oh, here goes. There's another picture. Oh, 39 years old, 40 years old. He's been doing this for how? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. Bishop Robert L. Carter. Here it is, a husband and father of 4.
Uh-oh. You better check the other 3.
And high-ranking leader in the International Bible Way Church of Jesus Christ Incorporated, USA. I'm done. Slap me on the nose and call me Rudolph. I'm done. Here is this. And I don't like the preacher bash, but there he is right there with his turn back collarless, scarlet, purple bishop shirt.
And look on the top what it said at the top. Prisoners need Bibles. Listen, somebody husband and father, bro.
Where was his wife? Because if it was 600, let's do this. I'm sorry. Let's do this. That means over 9 years, 7 to 16, 600 times. Okay. Can somebody do some math? Somebody in the comments do the math for me. Let's see. You got 9 divided by 600. So that means no, that it can't be right. Okay. So wait, that means 9 divided by 600. 9 years. So 9 years is how many days? 365. That's 3,285 days divided by 600. So every 5.4 days, he was doing something with that child. So
and nobody saw anything.
And every week, you got to be out of your mind.
Somebody saw something and decided to turn the other way because they tried it. They tried it. If they're gonna sit up and say, "Oh, we didn't know," and I bet they're gonna act like they outraged you, boy. Look at here.
No, I'm not.
The part that's blowing my little itty bitty mind is they done dropped the baby off at the fire station.
So then, when she was pregnant, she had to at least go almost full term or do full term. Where was who she pregnant for?
Well, she done told them she done said some little boy that she. And then first of all, and then you bribing her with candy. Wait a minute, sir.
Well, she was a child at that time.
I know, but I'm saying, wait a minute, sir. That is the textbook. That is textbook nastiness.
Oh, there's more. Carter, who was he forced her to give up their baby. But where the other folks cheering? Because he's a father of 4. Something ain't right. So there need to be some accomplices arrested. Carter, who's the founding and senior pastor of the Sanctuary Church of Jesus Christ in downtown Houston, Texas, is also listed as here we go. As the diocesan bishop of the Gulf Coast Diocese for the International Bible Way Church of Christ Incorporated USA, which has some 350 churches, storefronts, and nationally, and 600 churches globally, storefronts, according to the South Carolina-based denomination. Not that there's anything wrong with storefronts, I'm just saying. As always, the storefronts that always have international, worldwide, universal incorporated on their name. But I'm just saying, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to make some out of it.
Listen, don't be pissing folks off with me on here.
That's right on your alley. Look, he was arrested, charged with sexual assault between he began abusing his wait. He began abusing his family member in 2008. This is what it's saying. Was that his child?
Yeah.
Or maybe an adopted, raising big, didn't say it's his child, but it's his family member. He was taking them to school. So she was living in the house with them. From 7 years, you nasty so-and-so. If I wasn't a sanctified Baptist preacher, I would cuss right now. He would allegedly visit the child's room. Oh, I'm about to throw up. He
has to be the stepfather.
He would allegedly visit the child's room on a nightly basis. Yeah, once a week. And make her perform a sex act on him. First of all, I don't even know, I gotta be careful how I say this. I don't even know grown women who you could just walk up on in the middle of the night and just, baby.
Okay, wait.
Baby.
Let me fix this real quick. Not a grown black woman. Not a grown black woman. The clears are built different. Okay. They think every day is a porn.
Huh?
But they think every day is a porn. But a black woman that's the quickest way to get your cut off. Roll up on me unannounced. And ask me to do, first of all, ask me to do anything. Ask me to pass you a brush, and I'm killing you in your sleep. Like, but then you're gonna tell me, you're gonna bring your little nasty.
Look.
Yeah, that's the quickest way to die slow. I want to know what the relationship is between these two.
We have to follow the story.
We most certainly do, because I'm about to be mad.
He would eventually visit the child's room on a nightly basis and make her perform a sexual act on him. As the victim got ordered.
That's a brother, uncle, or stepdad. If you tell me that is her father, but you know what? It could very well be her natural father. It's some nasty mofos out there. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's some nasty, and they getting worse.
So he deflowered her literally from a baby at 7 years old So she got grown and probably was hot and fast at 16 and got her pregnant. So he was hitting. Where's your wife?
You know, some women figure, you know what, you getting it from somewhere, I ain't got to worry about you. You know, that type of, or maybe he was getting it from her too. Oops. You're worse than me with the faces tonight. I'm just saying. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda, and Leonard's. Listen. Y'all keep y'all hands off these children.
Right.
Continue to be ostracized and refused and rejected by grown women your age and grown men your age. But stay away from these kids. These kids ain't got a foundation yet. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
And if somebody touched you and you feel the need that you want to pass on the wealth, don't. You nasty bastards.
As the victim got older, Carter is accused of intensifying his sexual abuse inside his home, in a parking lot, before dropping her off at
his home.
And his grandmother's home.
Wait a minute. That's his daughter. Oh, we gonna follow up on this, folks. Don't think we ain't when we are. We gonna follow up on this nasty bastard. Yeah, me. Huh?
Here's another picture of him with his board of bishops there. That's him over there. Right.
Cause I don't want you to be a preacher no more. Cause y'all, in order to be a preacher, you got to be nasty.
Oh.
I don't want you to be a preacher no more.
You got to talk to the Lord about that. By the time the victim turned 16, a warrant for his arrest said the victim got pregnant and secretly gave birth to Carter's baby. The victim's father, who asked not to be identified, that ain't his child.
Maybe it's his stepdaughter.
The victim's father, who asked not to be identified, told KPRC2 that Carter took the baby from the teenager and gave the child away. What if she would have died that night? She had the baby. Oh my God. No, Shonda.
What?
What if she would have died that night? She had the baby in the closet by herself. Where is the family?
What is happening? She had the baby in the closet?
And married. Whose house you had a baby in the closet by yourself and ain't nobody know nothing?
Wait. What if this is the father is his brother and they live with the grandma? They're his mom.
She had the baby in a closet. Not in the hospital.
She could have bled to death.
But your water breaks. There's stuff. How did you explain whoever state you know
who cut the cord? Y'all around here cutting the cord with the scissors from the kitchen?
He came and got the baby, took the baby to the pharmacy, dropped the baby off. The father said. The victim's father said his daughter was so damaged by the abuse, she often ended up in a psychiatric hospital. Well, I guess so. She had an episode where she ended up in the hospital for psychiatric reasons, he said, while noting his shock at Carter abusing his daughter as a child. How? How could you even get aroused? It doesn't make sense, the distraught father said. The pastor's victim is now trying to get her child back. I just don't hope she don't mistreat the child.
She will never get that child back.
You don't think so?
She'll never get that child back because of the damage that has been done to her. They won't put that child in that position. She's in no position.
Yeah. Calls made by the Christian Post to the International Bible Way Church of Jesus Christ Incorporated USA, but Carter is still listed as a leader in the denomination's website when that return on Monday. The pastor's profile, the Black Preacher Network, which I used to be on. I think I'm still on there, but I don't know the content.
Yeah, we need to get you off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Black
do
Preacher
that.
Network. I used to be on there like 14 years ago. They used to put my sermons on there. I need to get off of there.
Yeah, you need to get that off expeditiously.
You know that he is well known for his work in church planting, development, and church administration. Look at this. In 2015, this is about a Christian Post, this article. That's why I was going in that. Carter referenced scripture from Romans 7 in the Bible to lament the perils of the lust of his flesh. So that was 8 years ago. So that girl was just 8 years old. This is what he said, quote, I can't be caught up in my flesh because I heard it say that no good thing dwells in my flesh. He said in a video clip from the Spirited Message he delivered on Facebook approximately 1 year before the victim gave birth. You nasties. I need you to understand, quote, I need you to understand that it's not about my flesh because my flesh caused me to do the things that I would not. Paul said the good that I would, I just can't seem to do because he said, whenever I go to do good, evil is present because I'm in the flesh. He said, your flesh will send you right to hell. Your flesh will get you in trouble. First of all, so he was up there preaching on what he was doing, and the girl was a year before she got pregnant. So he was tearing it up then.
He was plotting right then. I'm gonna tell you what happened. You know what I'm about to say, right?
No, I don't, but go ahead.
You know what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
He was up in there shooting up the club. And
okay,
you know about shooting up the club. I've already schooled on that. He done shot up the club, and then finally she got pregnant.
But remember, over 600 times in 9 years, that's at least average once a week.
I guarantee you she's been pregnant before.
Oh yeah.
He just ran out of abortion money.
He just I want to see his wife.
Is he married?
Yes, he's married with 4 children. Ladies and gentlemen, put your comments down below.
Please do. And tell me what you think his punishment should be, folks. Please. Holla
20, at least, castration for sure. But
and what did I tell you before? I told you that sex offenders are more likely to reoffend and reoffend and reoffend, and they escalate. So I say they keep them in there for a long time. I think there should be such a thing as chemical castration.
Yeah. Some states have it. Some places have it.
Where is that? And how quickly can we move there?
Rod the Sanctimonious. Why don't you get that down here? So we got a whole bunch of that.
That's what you need to do. That would be something like
get off that presidential campaign trail that y'all can win, and come on back to Florida that you govern and do chemical castration for. Wow. That no good. Ladies and gentlemen, just for the record, before we go to our next sponsor and close out here tonight, by the way, his name was Robert L. Carter, and he's 40 years old in Houston, Texas.
And what is your name?
My name is Robert L. Carpenter II of Brandon, Florida.
And how old are you?
I'm 52.
Okay. We don't want nobody to get mixed up. We don't want nobody to get my cousin mixed up.
And I don't go by the term bishop. People call me bishop. I don't go by the term bishop. I'm not nobody's diocese, archbishop, a pope, nothing like that. I'm just a country Baptist preacher trying to do God's will.
Amen.
I ain't got to have on my popery hat and vestment. Just give me my black suit. That's what I tell Dr. Hayden. That's my uniform. My black suit, my white shirt, and my black tie, my black shine shoes, and I'm good to go.
Shine them up, cuz.
That's my uniform. I ain't got to look like the Pope.
That's right.
Because all of it, that's another story. But that bothers me because he's sitting up here in these pictures in his bishopric stuff, and he around there literally just knocking out the walls of a child who was entrusted in his home. You got to be a bold, nasty something. Not only just do it, but you do it in the house. So he wanted to get caught.
I told you the last time that the thing that these nasty animals get off on is that thrill of almost getting caught. Somebody knew what was going on. Let me tell you something. Black folk are too nosy not to notice. Because let me tell you something. You get a look or a glance, and I'll be like, what the hell is going? What is that? What you doing?
Where's the child's mama? If it wasn't his wife, Where's his mama? Because her mama, that into that mother's situation, they be able to say, and the father, you walk in the door.
He stank. I don't like him.
No, you smell hot.
Listen, my nephew's got this new girl in his life. I haven't met her or nothing. As soon as I walked in the door, I sat down with my niece. I was like, do we like her? Listen, like we, especially Black women, do not play the radio when it comes to that type of stuff. And more and more, these young Black women with these kids are ignoring the signs because it's something that they want as far as keeping this individual around. I'm wanting to think that this may be an uncle or something.
That they raised or something like that.
Something I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some digging in there because understand something. Yeah, listen, let me say something. We all grown. We grown, right? We grown, right? We grown. We got kids in the room.
We grown around here. We grown. We got bills.
Let me tell you something. You know, when you doing that stuff, and they said in the car, and the grandma, where the grandma? They said they did it at the grandma's house. Now I know old grandma. You smell something. Baby, you're not smelling fresh, honey. What y'all doing? They said they did it in the church. In the office, or probably something like that. And as much as he was doing it with her, oh yeah, she was fucking like a monkey many times. On the way to school, he said on the way to school.
He pulling behind the HEB.
Didn't even take it to a red carpet. Anyway, listen, put your comments down below. We got to follow this story because this is disgraceful. And it is embarrassing to the those of us who do the work of the Lord and the work of ministry. It's horrible because here he is, a Black man, just completely messing up that young girl. Because she's gonna be messed up. You're going to pray. We don't have to have her name.
Messed up.
She's messed up. She's messed up, and he knows it.
You know what? Hormonally, she's messed up because she's had a child and she's been raped over 9 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Over 600 times this man has raped her, made her perform these acts on him, and vice versa. Here's the thing. This girl is destroyed mentally.
Oh yeah.
So somebody needs to get her in therapy if she's not already, and there she shall stay.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it. And I know we're going long on this story, but this is just here's the other thing. And normally, I would say, get her therapy and all like that, bring her to the church so we can pray for her. But she gonna want to come to the church and get prayed for deliverance because that's where the atrocity happened.
That just,
that's where it happened. So I'm talking about as a preacher who has a degree in psychology, who has ministered and helped a lot of people. I'm talking about outside of church that have all kind of stuff. But how can I bring her to the church for her healing and deliverance when that's the place where
it's happening?
From the preacher.
Right.
That lived in her house.
Right.
There's no recourse. I mean, God is able to do anything, but
What do you do?
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you the sad part about this whole thing. This is not an isolated incident.
No.
This happens so often that we have gotten callous to it. It's become, another one, that type situation. And we're killing these kids off by not paying attention. And I say we because if it's not going to be the individual that's immediately around her, the individuals around her, then it's got to be somebody, the teachers or something outside. Somebody got to pay attention.
And I know she had to told somebody.
She had to told one of them little girls she hang around with or something.
They just didn't believe her. Wow.
Well, you always with him, so it must not be true. Y'all ever thought that maybe she was too afraid and maybe he threatened her? You know, if he was giving her candy, he probably was threatening her.
Well, you got to think about it. He was mighty comfortable and bold because, first of all, she had the baby in the closet, whose house, and then he came and took the baby from her, like Mister and Sheila, and then took her to the fire station, like nothing happened. Wait a second. I'm sorry. So she was pregnant, so she had to be showing. So after she had the baby in the closet, and he came and took it, what did everybody say? Where's the baby?
Oh, that story could have all types of caveats to it. They could all have all types of nooks and crannies. They might have said, okay, she's pregnant from some little boy. And so she has the baby, and then, you know, she's lost the baby. They don't know she had the baby in the closet. She just up in the next day. They could have did all kind of scenarios, went to the hospital, played it off, lost the baby.
Dear heart, cousin, Diva.
Yeah.
Diva.
Yeah.
But there's 4 people and a wife that also live in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So if she had it in the closet,
they probably knew that after the fact.
Well, I tell you what, you know what though? Truth be told, you've already told this story about how when you worked in the jail, he ain't gonna last long.
No, he sure isn't.
But this one,
if he run across a nurse like me in the classification, he ain't gonna last long.
So they need to go ahead and take his little bishopric, and it's buried because he ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna live old.
My Lord.
Anyway, thank you all for listening here. We have another sponsor, Shonda. We have a new sponsor here. Can you let us know about them? And tell us, I'm excited to hear about this one. Go ahead.
An exciting sponsor, too. Ladies and gentlemen, we are introducing to you A.S. Costanzo Enterprises, LLC. This is exciting because this is someone I know, someone special to me. They have a company where it's called Turo, which is where cars are rented out, but they're not like Hertz or anything like that. These are cars that are owned by individuals that have an extra vehicle, and they allow that vehicle to be used as a rental. Someone you can rent. I'm talking about top of the line cars, Cadillacs, Mercedes, Jaguars. They are top of the line. They're Turo car rentals, they're private car rentals, and this is the best part. Anthony or Suzette, that's the owners of this company, they will, if you're flying in, like if I wanted to fly into Fort Lauderdale or West Palm, they will meet me at the airport with the car. Shut your mouth. When it hurts or anybody else do that? No, these are my people. A.S. Costanzo Enterprises, LLC. They will meet you at the airport, hand you the keys. The whole transaction happens. You're done and you're on your way. They come to you. The cars are pristine. They're top of the line. They're not some little clunker that somebody's like got sitting in their driveway. These are top of the line. They service Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. Hopefully they'll be extending to Martin and St. Lucie County very, very soon. And this is 5-star luxury service, folks. You don't want to miss something like this. So if you are traveling into Palm Beach County, you are traveling into Miami, Dade, Fort Lauderdale, they will meet you. You listen, folks, you don't want to miss this. This is the way to go now. We're not just going to the rental agencies and these people, and then you want the insurance. No, we don't do that anymore. We go with A.S. Costanzo Enterprises, and we rent from them. These are Turo rentals, and it's being hosted by A.S. Costanzo Enterprises, and they deliver. They have the most exceptional services. If you go on to their Facebook or their Instagram, all these 1, 2, 3, 5 stars. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reviews right now that someone has put up for them, and all of them have 5 stars. Top of the notch service, white glove service, and you can get the door-to-door service that you'd like. Look how easy. You want to do Instacart. You want to do everything so quick and online. You can do this with this too. A.S. Costanzo Enterprises. Get on their site. Make a request. See what they have. You will be blown away about what they have. The fleet of cars are not some clunkers that sit in the driveway. You will be astonished. The number that to call is 954-4. Now you know my eyes are bad. 494-1221. Again, that's 954-494-1221. And this service, you know, I want to say, I say it's top notch, but it's more than that. It's personal, and it's personable because she even puts a nice welcome gift in the car for you. Come on, guys. It's that personal touch. You know what I mean? So, and to go a step further, if you have a car that you'd like to put into service with A.S. Costanzo's Enterprises, that can be something that you could look into as well. And that's called co-host. And they will allow you to put your car, of course, they'll come talk to you and they'll look it over and you go over the whole deal and how it works out. But that's another end. That could be another stream of income for you, another side hustle. You know what I'm saying? So you could be doing what they're doing, and they are providing a service. And once again, it's a personal service, so you don't miss out. You are definitely going to be impressed by this. So folks, if you're looking to rent a car, if you need to take a trip, or if you just want to ride around town and flex like it's yours, call A.S. Costanzo Enterprises, LLC. It is, listen, you let me know how it is. Tell them the RNDiva at The Real Talk with RNDiva and Pastor Robert sent you. Okay? The number is 954-494-1221.